Welcome back to the deep dive. You guys have really been sending us some awesome stuff.
Yeah, this is a cool one.
This one's super interesting. I'm excited to get into it. It's all about language mastery. We've gotten a bunch of different stuff, articles, books, even some research papers, I think, all exploring what it means to really master a language.
Yeah.
And it's not just about fluency.
Not just being able to get by.
Right. It's something much deeper.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like.
And it begs the question of what does that even mean?
Yeah. What does it even mean?
To master a language. And why should we care?
I think we should start there. I think that's a great place to start because we often think of language as just this tool to get our ideas across, to express ourselves, But the research suggests that it's a lot more than that. It's like...
Okay. Yeah. How so?
Well, one example, studies have shown that the structure of a language itself, of the way it's built, can shape the way its speakers see the world, the way they actually conceptualize things.
Really?
Yeah. So, for example, some languages have grammatical genders. And speakers of those languages actually perceive objects differently. They might even assign personality traits to objects based on whether the noun for that object is masculine or feminine.
So different languages equal different realities almost?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, at least different perspectives.
Yeah. I mean, I'm already starting to see how this is going way beyond just memorizing vocab words,
Absolutely.
But I'm also kind of curious about, the emotional side of things. Does mastering a language, does it make us more emotionally intelligent?
I mean, I definitely think there's a connection there. I mean, think about it. Our ability to put our emotions into words, to say, I'm feeling joy, or sadness, anger, or frustration, that's a key part of emotional intelligence, right?
Right.
Because when you can clearly express what you're feeling, you're able to regulate those emotions better and communicate them to other people more effectively.
So if someone has a limited emotional vocabulary, are they more likely to maybe struggle to express those nuances?
Oh, absolutely.
Which could lead to misunderstandings or...
Misunderstandings, yeah.
Conflict.
For sure. Conflicts even.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they might not have the words to accurately describe what's going on inside,
Right.
And on the flip side, if you can name your emotions and express them accurately, you're less likely to be overwhelmed by them. It's you have a more detailed map of your own inner landscape,
That makes total sense. And it seems like all of this would have some pretty real-world benefits too, right?
Totally. Tangible benefits.
Not just theoretical.
Not just theoretical, yeah. Not just theoretical or philosophical, but actual practical advantages.
Practical advantages, yeah. I mean, strong language skills are a superpower in the real world, Professionally, being able to communicate clearly, writing persuasively, being good at negotiation, all of those things can be crucial for success. Oh, yeah. Imagine trying to pitch a business idea or
totally
write a compelling report or navigate a tricky salary negotiation without a solid command of language.
Totally. It's it would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would, for sure. And what about in our personal lives? I mean, think about your relationships, your closest relationships.
Yeah.
Deep connection, understanding, empathy, all of these things, those stem from being able to communicate well.
Right.
And let's not forget about self-awareness. Understanding the nuances of language, it can help you be more mindful of how you use language yourself.
Yeah, the words you choose.
Yeah, the words you choose and how they impact other people.
And the impact they have, yeah. So it's not just about grammar and vocabulary here. It's about understanding all the subtle ways
totally
that language could be used for persuasion or even manipulation. Right.
Exactly. And that's where things get really interesting, because when you start to recognize those rhetorical devices, those cognitive biases, the things that are often used in advertising or propaganda or even just everyday conversations, when you start to see those things, it can be really empowering.
Yeah.
Because it allows you to see through the smoke and mirrors and make more informed decisions.
Right. You're not just blindly accepting whatever is being thrown at you.
Exactly.
But language isn't static, right?
Oh, right.
It's constantly changing, evolving. How does that impact this whole idea of mastery?
Well, that's a great point, because language it's a living thing. It's constantly changing.
Yeah.
Words change their meanings. Grammar rules evolve. Even spelling shifts over time, Remember when everyone thought adulting was just a made-up word? And now it's in the dictionary.
Right. I remember reading somewhere that the word nice used to mean foolish or ignorant back in Middle English.
Oh, wow.
Imagine being complicated.
Yeah.
on your nice outfit back then.
Oh, you think I'm foolish? Thanks.
Right.
Exactly. And I think it just highlights how important it is to stay curious, to keep learning. Mastering language, it's not like a one-time thing. It's a continuous process, of discovery and refinement.
It really does make you realize how much we take language for granted.
Totally.
What's one thing you think we should all be more mindful of when it comes to how we use language?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I guess I'd say precision. Really taking the time to choose the right words to get your meaning across. Accurately, effectively. I think every word has weight and nuance, Think of language as like wielding this powerful tool.
Yeah. I love that. That's a great takeaway.
Yeah.
Wow. It's been fascinating to kind of dive into this with you. Really, all the complexities of language.
Yeah.
It's clear that mastering a language, it's not a destination. It's a journey.
It really is.
And it's one that seems very worth embarking on.
Absolutely. And I think, remember, the more you learn about language, the more you learn about yourself and the world around you. So.
Yeah. Definitely a lot to think about.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.